I'm sure we'll be covering him at some point in the broadcast, but here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the American Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss. It is a Chelseafan. Here we go. And again, this is still the first round of the group stage. The first of, I believe, 7? Could be mistaken. 6. The first of 6 rounds. So we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll be catching up with the rest of the group after this series. Until then, if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Coming into this, Gerald is going to be one of the favorites to win the entire tournament. Again, he traveled from across the ocean. From across the seas to compete in Cheeseadelphia. He smelled the cheese pipe. He wanted it. Oh my god. And we'll see if he can be brought down. Again, Gerald, he's been traveling a lot. I'm always reminded, of course, of Epic LAN, right? He traveled to the UK to compete in Epic LAN, traveling here as well to compete in Cheeseadelphia. Shout out to Dave. I believe Dave, Testa, and Gerald's there. They're going to be roommates. They're going to be sharing their hotel room while Gerald stays there. So it's helping out with that, of course. Really cool to hear. As from here, we have our 2-gate opener out of Chelseafan. Likewise, 2-gate opener out of Gerald. Nothing crazy, nothing wild. So far, standard openers. So far, so good. All the talk of cheese, but no Euthermal. Unfortunately, Euthermal, I mean, he's close. He's in Mexico. He is in Mexico. But unfortunately, didn't quite make the trek up to Philadelphia. Unfortunately. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. So we have our double adept opener here out of Gerald. Meanwhile, it's going to be double stalker out of Chelseafan. So with double adept, the goal here is to get across the map to try to get into the middle line to harass and to get some economic damage. From the side of Chelseafan, opening up double stalker, his goal would be to catch the adepts ahead of time, to be active on the map, and to shut them down. At least that's the hope here. As Gerald does expand, follows up with double sentry, adepts are moving out. And so far the stalkers are staying back home. Okay. Wouldn't want to see Euthermal this time in too much of a skill gap. I think Euthermal can take some maps. I wouldn't worry too much. I believe, Pappy, I believe. Could take some maps. Make a series out of it. As Gerald does shade in. So far, does go for the shade. Ooh, and with that, he can one-shot workers, of course, getting 1, 2, 3, up to 4 probe kills. Not bad. 4 workers going to be going down. Does catch up 4 workers. Hallucinations, they move out 6 scouts, and to confirm, is going to be a robot follow-up here from Gerald. Likewise, robot opener for mirrored builds, okay. Robot out of Chelseafan as well. Unfortunately here, Chelseafan, he's just 1 step behind. He's, oh, well, we're dancing. But he's a little bit later when it comes to the Nexus timing. He's also a little bit later when it comes to the robot timing as well. So he's just 1 step behind here compared to Gerald. As Gerald does move out. And again, this early on, without blink, force fields, they can just shut this down. Oh, catching out a stalker. Gets 1. Likewise, nice counter force fields out of Chelseafan. Picks off a sentry. You have somewhat of a trade. No Wall of Fear in the main. Adepts, they do shade in. And remember, they can one-shot. Two Adepts, they can one-shot workers. Chelseafan leaving some Stalkers in the main. Gerald still committing in. And once again, he's going for the sentries. Does focus one of them down. Nice juggling out of Gerald. Nice juggling so far. Shield Battery putting in a lot of work, but the Shield Battery's out of energy. Locks down the Immortal. And there's no escaping this. The Immortal is going to be targeted. And with that, Chelseafan is being broken. It's being broken here and now. Just barely doesn't have enough. The Immortal falls. Sentries as well. And now he's coming down, but last damage has been done. The Immortal is saved. Brutal Force Field. He can't go down. He cannot save the low ground. He cannot move down to defend. The Immortal trapped in the main. And with that, these probes, they're going to be forfeits. Okay, they do pull away. They pull back over. Once again, another sentry. Once again, another force field. And Chelseafan just did not have enough. And back at him, Gerald, he's just taking up. From here, taking up. We have charge on the way. Getting into extra gateways. Does with the force his way up the ramp. Oh. Catching out a Stalker. Catching out a Stalker. Chelseafan, he does defend the main at least. He does hold on to the ramp, but alas, he is contained. And there's nothing pressuring Gerald to keep pushing. From here, he can just back up. He can just back up. He can just saturate his bases, take a third, expand from here. But GG gets called. The writing is on the wall, and Gerald, he will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Yet unfortunately, we saw that Chelseafan, he just was a little bit behind when it came to his own build. In a mirror matchup, that can mean everything. Unfortunately, because he had a later Robo, it meant that he had a later Warp Prism. He was just one step behind when it came to his Robo production. And without that Warp Prism, you saw there was no micro potential there. That was a big kind of deciding factor for Gerald. Even though he was pushing into shield batteries, even if he was pushing into a concave, he had that Prism. He could preserve his units, juggle his units back, juggle his Immortal back as well, reinforce on the front lines, and GG. GG, well played. Gerald, he barely had enough. Does take the first game, and we'll see if a Chelseafan can bring it back and look to force the ace match. Let's go. As we're jumping into game number 2. Jumping into game 2. And game 2 is going to be on ley lines. I don't know how Gerald will pull this off. Dude has to play Rainer best of 5, then another best of 5 versus Max X if he wins. He's probably just going to alternate. I believe the goal here is, because he just played against Spirit, so he just played against Spirit, then he plays in this, then he switches and switches back and forth. I think that's the goal. I believe that is the goal. But here we go. We're getting into our next game, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the red Protoss player, the Polish Protoss, leading the series 1-0. Again, traveling all the way to the Americas to compete in Cheeseadelphia. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the American Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss. We'll see if we can fight back. We'll see if we can force the ace match and bring us to a game 3. It is a Chelseafan. Chelsea? Kelsey? No. Getting flashbacks from the last cast. But let's go. As we do open up. I know that someone earlier was asking for some cheese at Cheeseadelphia. True. I mean, PvP has potential for that, but so far, Chelseafan just going in for the scout. Just scouting across the map. There's no hidden pylon yet. No crazy setup. It is going to be, once again, a 2-gate opener out of Gerald, and likewise a 2-gate opener out of Chelseafan. That tournament is paused while this happens. Oh, really? What format do they have? There's no other series to cover? Yeah. Go Max X in the finals. Oh, there's no Clem. I see. No Clems. So yeah, true, they may as well. they may as well just follow us in. So Gerald, he's got a lot of StarCraft to play. A lot of StarCraft. For now though, again, double Stalker opener out of both players. This time Gerald, he does open up double Stalker as well. No adepts, not this time. From here, Chelsea looking to expand. Instead, he throws down the pylon. Let's go! I said, there we go. Does it on the pylon, does it up for the proxy. And Gerald, ooh, he's gonna scout. Yeah, he's checking. Does fan out his stalkers, scouts towards the south, towards the north side as well, and he will find the proxy Stargate. And he is aware. Does find it, and he will shut it down. Unfortunately, there's just no support. There's no support. The stalkers are across the map, which means we can focus on the pylon, and this should be a cancel. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, unfortunate here for Chelseafan. As the pylon is going to go down, the proxy is shut down. And now Gerald, he can counterattack. And bearing in mind, because of this Stargate, the natural it's delayed. The natural is delayed. Gerald, he already expanded. His own Nexus is in production. There's a cancel. And Chelseafan does fall behind, forced to throw down a Stargate back at home instead. Adepts stay shaded into the main. There's no wall off. They don't quite get further into the main base. We do have another gateway on the way. Another gateway in production. Perhaps this time they may just commit. And they will. And they will get eyes on all the tech as well. They get eyes on the gateway, on the Stargate. They see everything. And with that, Gerald, he's now fully aware of the Void Ray. Wait, what? I was going to say of the Oracle that's going to be zooming across the map. Never mind. We're going for a one base all-in with Void Ray support. Interesting. This is something more unique that I haven't seen before. Okay. I mean, Void Rays, they have their place in the early game, right? It's like they're not as ideal as Immortals, but they can trade well against Stalkers at least with their prismatic alignment. Okay, sure. Show us what you got. Let's go. Adeptus shade across the map, getting 2 probe kills. Void Ray into Robo, into Oracle, into an expand. Oh god. Okay, interesting. So when we saw the Void Ray, I assumed that we were going to be going for an all-in. It looks like the Void Ray was more of a defensive tool here. This is setting Chelseafan behind. The Void Ray was a little bit unnecessary. Especially because Gerald was expanding and he's macroing up, so the Void Ray isn't really going to help too much. It does mean that the Oracle's going to be delayed. It also means that this Robo is a little bit later as well. I mean, it will help here in the defense, I suppose. Blink is almost done. Gerald setting up a proxy. Setting up that reinforcing pylon. How many gateways does he have so far? 4. Jesus. He's got a 4-gate setup. And he's moving in. Oracle gets across the map. There's that prismatic alignment. Ideally, Gerald just has to wait it out. And that will run out. Ooh, going for a second Oracle. Yeah, it's not going to help too much here in the defense. I mean, sure, he gets a revelation up. So Gerald, he has the concave, he has the micro, he has blink. And he will break through. GG gets called. Gerald, he will claim the series 2-0. He will take down Chelseafan in the first round. GG. GG, well played. Best of luck to Gerald as he takes down Chelseafan, and now he's going to be going up against Raynor in a best of 5. Best of luck. Again, Gerald, he does have it in him to take it to Raynor, so best of luck, papi. As this is going to be a very intense day of StarCraft for him, just because he's going to have to try to juggle playing both in the Wardy TV event as well as Cheeseadelphia as well. So best of luck, because I believe he will now play and compete against Raynor. Meanwhile, we have some catching up to do. Exclamation mark B in the chat. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves.